Welcome to the brand new update 39 in Bloons TD 6, and guys, it's finally here. One of the biggest updates that BT6 has ever received, and just the patch notes for this update are almost 2,000 words, which is a lot of content and a lot of explanation. So let's go through all of the most important and biggest changes that this new update 39 has brought into BT6 and see what has changed in the game. The first one is the map editor. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with the editor from all of the early access videos and is the main feature of this update. I'm not going to spend too much time on the editor in this video. It's very easy and intuitive to use and you'll get the hang of it almost immediately, but I do want to mention that it has a 6,000 monkey money cost to unlock, or you can immediately unlock it by purchasing it from the store. And if you want to support the channel while doing that, you can use my code ETHERREAD in the Bloons store. I'm sure you guys have seen how the editor works in general, but I do want to mention that there is a curation system implemented, so no weird drawings are going to be allowed, and there is this new button in the main menu which takes you directly to the community made maps so you can start browsing and playing them immediately. Next up are the Paragons, and so many things to talk about them. So first off, we have this new Paragon Slider, which for me is one of the top features of the update, since we no longer have to spam like 40 small towers in order to get the stronger Paragon. So now what we can do is we can just use this slider which calculates the cost of the Paragon, which is right here at the bottom, plus the amount that you want to contribute in order to get a stronger Paragon. So for example, if we move this slider, let's say to the maximum, we have a price of $529,000, which means that the price of the Paragon upgrade, which you guys can see here on the side, it's 127,000, is being calculated into this price, and then the maximum amount of money that we can contribute is 400,000, which if we do it, if we click this button, we're going to get a, I think it's 50, yeah, it's a degree 59 Paragon, which is just insane when you think about it. I mean, there's no more spam need to be done, and you can just do this, and this is probably one of the best features that they've added into the game. Now, something else that you guys might have noticed is that I just bought the Paragon on Sandbox Mode, and that is one of the new features from this update, that you can now buy Paragons in Sandbox Mode. Now, there is a little bit of a catch with this whole thing in buying Paragons in Sandbox Mode, and is that you need to unlock the specific Paragon in a normal game first, and then it's gonna get enabled in Sandbox Mode. So I bought the Dark Paragon because before recording this video, I played a normal game and I bought the Dark Paragon there, and that's why I have it unlocked, but I still have not played the game and unlocked the Boomerang Paragon. So let me just show you guys that this is not gonna be available for purchase. So as you can see, there is no upgrade Paragon button, so that means that you're gonna have to play a normal game, which is, I think we're all very excited for this one. So I think that we're gonna be unlocking these Paragons very soon, and then you're gonna be able to buy and experiment with them in Sandbox Mode, which is just an amazing feature. And lastly, there is a new monkey knowledge point called Paragon of Power, which gives Paragons extra attack speed if no other tier 5 of the same tower type is present. So what this means is that, well, I have a Crossbow Master here in the Dark Paragon on the left, and because this Crossbow Master is present on the field, that makes this Dark Paragon a little bit weaker. So if I sell this Crossbow Master, thanks to the new monkey knowledge called Paragon of Power, this Paragon now gets a little bit of extra attack speed. So we kind of have to be careful about those things now. Before moving on to the balance changes, there is this new map called Dark Path, which is another take on the beginner map called Park Path, which I'm sure everyone knows, where this one is an advanced map and the balloons come out of the top side and then they exit down the river. And finally, there are 3 new quests, 2 of those being hero tutorial quests, which is one for Etienne and one for Oben, and then the last one is a challenge quest in which we need to be geared using fewer tears than Galaxy Healy. The balance changes are some small tweaks for the most part, but there are some really interesting ones, like this one for example, which is Striker Jones getting a new level 7 ability which allows all mortars on screen to follow, touch, or wherever your cursor is for the next 15 seconds. And look at how cool this thing is. Look at this mortar just following my mouse. That is just such a nice quality of life change, and I think that this is absolutely going to make mortars a little bit more appealing to use in general. The next interesting change is Adora's Sacrifice ability getting a cooldown nerf from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, and this is very interesting because the duration is also 10 seconds, which previously meant that you can have it up for 100% of the time, but now that gets reduced significantly, and this will surely impact the ultra late game runs. Now this one is a very unexpected and a very interesting change, where the Heart of Oak upgrade from the Druid allows you to gain 1% pierce for every life gained, and the Jungle's Bounty Druids now generate 1 life at the end of each round, so those brambles are automatically gonna keep getting better as the game progresses. And finally, the Comanche Commander's price got reduced from 35 to 32,000, and the XXXL Traps price got reduced from 54 to 48,000, so both are now cheaper by a few $1,000 $100, and I think a lot more appealing in Chimps mode. Now there are a lot of changes in this update, but these were the bigger ones I feel, and I will be making videos on all of the changes individually, so subscribe to catch those videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.